Philip Morris, the tobacco giant, has been making claims that it is working to phase out cigarettes and is working towards a smoke-free future. And its CEO even said recently that in the UK, cigarettes, including Marlboro, should be banned. But why am I extremely skeptical about this claim or messaging from PMI? First, actions speak a lot louder than words. And there have been a lot of words and not much action from PMI's part to make really a smoke-free world. This claim, while more noticeably recently in the news, is not new at all. PMI has already said in the past that they would get rid of cigarettes if found to be dangerous. In 1954, Philip Morris promised to stop business tomorrow, quote, if it became apparent that cigarettes are harmful to health. This promise was again repeated in 1997 by then CEO Jeffrey Bible, who responded to the question of, when he was asked, what would you do with your manufacturing plans if scientists proved that cigarettes were a cause of cancer? And his response was, shut it down instantly. And we know from Philip Morris' own internal documents that by 1954, they were fully aware that cigarettes were harmful to health. But not much has changed since. As of last year, in 2020, PMI still produced approximately about 628 billion cigarettes for the global market. And cigarettes today remain the main source of income for PMI today. Also, we need to keep in mind that every time a local jurisdiction or country tries to implement measures to protect its citizens from the harm caused by cigarettes and to truly become smoke-free or move towards a smoke-free society, what does PMI do? They basically litigate or get involved in litigation to prevent communities from becoming smoke-free. And there are, just to mention a few examples, in last year, in 2020, they tried to repeal the California tobacco flavor ban. In 2017, they got involved in the Philippines to try to stop a city from their efforts in implementing a comprehensive no-smoking ordinance. In 2018, they tried to stop legislation in India requiring large health warnings on packages of cigarettes. In 2016, in France, they challenged the French plain packaging law on tobacco products. In 2013 to 15, in Colombia, they tried to block a local decree prohibiting the sales of tobacco products within 500 meters of schools, libraries, and health institutions. In the UK, in 2015-16, they challenged the UK standardized packaging law. The European Tobacco Product Directive in 2014, they tried to block the whole thing. In Thailand, in 2013 and 14, they challenged the increase in pictures and health warnings on cigarette packs. In 2012, they challenged Brazil's resolution to ban tobacco additives and flavors. In Australia, they were fiercely opposed to the 2011 Tobacco Plain Packaging Act. In Panama in 2010, they challenged a ban on tobacco advertising, promotion, and sponsorship, and tobacco product display at the point of sale. In Norway, was challenged in 2012. Uruguay, 2008 to 2019, they challenged the Uruguay government from trying to enact large health warnings and as well as remove characteristics in different tobacco products. So all of those behaviors of intimidating governments with litigation or threat of litigation every time they try to pass measures to really become smoke-free is really not the behavior of an industry that truly wants to become smoke-free or really doesn't really want a smoke-free future. So yes, we do want a smoke-free future, but the onus should be on governments and countries to set goals and timelines for this to happen. It should not be left to the industry, which is fully responsible for the problem, to be taking in charge of this. And again, I think it's really, really important that the goals around setting up a smoke-free future and a smoke-free society, those goals should be exclusively public health goals. It should be absolutely the critical part. The price to pay to become smoke-free should not be forced to allow companies to flood the market with new addictive and potentially harmful products, even if comparatively less harmful than combustible cigarettes. And this rhetoric of those products are safer than cigarettes. Well, it might be true that they're less harmful than cigarettes, but the bar is set really, really low. Almost anything is safer than cigarettes. And it's very, very difficult to take seriously a claim from a company, a corporation, that they want to become a healthcare and wellness company after they have sold defective and addictive products for years that have killed millions every year. And they fought at the same time any attempts by local jurisdictions, governments, countries to truly protect the health of their citizens through evidence-based measures to protect them. So excuse me from being extremely cynical and skeptical, but please keep me and my loved ones away from those health products and the products from those tobacco companies and PMI. And stay away from tobacco industry-led hashtag politics and corporate virtue signaling that is nothing more than an example of corporate abuse and power over the citizens of the world.